Hybrid animals have intrigued us for centuries, sparking curiosity and sometimes disbelief. These extraordinary creatures emerge from the unusual mating of two distinct species. She didn't even know she was pregnant because we don't have a male that could have impregnated her now, right? While most people are familiar with lions, tigers, and bears, few have ever seen an animal that combines the DNA of all three. In certain cases, animal species can interbreed, resulting in strangely shaped hybrids that challenge our understanding of nature's rules and even surprise scientists. Imagine the unexpected offspring of species you'd never think could come together. It seems unlikely, right? Yet some hybrids not only exist but thrive in their environments. In this video, we'll explore the world of peculiar hybrid animals, from bizarre chimeras that could be pets to the impressive beast known as the zubron. But before we get started, make sure to subscribe to our channel and leave your like. Now let's get started. Number 24. The Cat-Dog Chimera. Introducing the cat-dog chimera, a creature that seems straight out of a cartoon but has reportedly been observed in real life. These chimeric animals possess cells from both cats and dogs. However, they are not hybrids in the conventional sense. They arise when two embryos fuse early in development, creating an organism that defies traditional notions of species. In some cases, these extraordinary creatures exhibit traits from both species, resulting in a remarkable animal that challenges classification. Some may have feline ears and a canine snout, while others display a mix of behaviors, combining the typical independence of cats with the unmistakable loyalty of dogs. Their appearance can vary so much that identifying them at first glance is not always easy. They are so unique that even the principles of evolution seem to need a moment to process them. After all, how can a being contain two distinct sets of genetic information and still develop functionally? This mystery intrigues scientists and raises questions about how different cell lineages interact within the same body. Although incredibly rare and somewhat controversial, these chimeras offer a fascinating glimpse into the limits of genetic blending and raise profound questions about the very essence of life. Researchers carefully analyze these unique beings to better understand the process of chimera formation and explore how two different species can coexist within a single organism. Moreover, these discoveries could have significant implications for regenerative medicine and tissue compatibility studies. If nature can create such improbable combinations, who knows what else we might uncover about genetic plasticity and the unexpected paths of evolution. Number 23. The zubron. One of the most intriguing hybrids in the animal kingdom is the zubron. This hybrid is the result of crossing a European bison, also known as a wisent, with a domestic cow. The zubron was initially bred in Poland with the goal of developing a breed of cattle that was strong and disease-resistant. Scientists and farmers were seeking an animal that combined the wild robustness of the bison with the productivity and docility of domestic cattle, resulting in a unique hybrid. These powerful animals are generally larger, stronger, and more resilient than either of their parents. They can survive in harsher climates and challenging environments, making them ideal for regions with extreme temperatures. With the muscular build of a bison and a temperament that tends to be more docile, like that of cows, zubrons are usually easier to manage. Their resistance to diseases also makes them an interesting alternative for livestock farming in areas where epidemics can affect traditional herds. In addition to their physical strength, zubrons have an impressive ability to adapt their diet. While domestic cows may rely on specific feed, zubrons can consume a wider variety of vegetation, making them less dependent on nutritional supplements. This characteristic can reduce farming costs and make their maintenance more feasible in certain regions. Despite all these advantages, the breeding of zubrons has not become widely popular. One of the main challenges is the low fertility of hybrids, which makes natural reproduction on a large scale difficult. Additionally, there are concerns about the ecological impact of introducing them to certain areas, as the presence of hybrids may affect the genetic preservation of the European bison, a species already endangered. Even so, zubrons represent a fascinating example of how hybridization can enhance specific animal traits for practical applications. They demonstrate the potential benefits of interspecies breeding and raise questions about the future of livestock farming, biodiversity conservation, and the possibilities that genetics can offer in making herds more resilient and productive. Number 22. The Mueller duck. But wait, there's more. Introducing another unusual hybrid, the Mueller duck. This crossbreed is created by mating a mallard duck with a Muscovy duck. The Mullard is often intentionally bred for meat production, as these ducks grow larger and develop faster than their parent species. Their meat is highly valued, especially in dishes like the famous foie gras, making this hybrid valuable to the food industry. They combine the adaptability of mallards with the robust build of Muscovy ducks. Thanks to their excellent ability to gain weight quickly and their resistance to common diseases that affect domestic ducks, the Mullard has proven to be a favorable option for producers seeking efficiency in production. Interestingly, Mullards are sterile, meaning they cannot reproduce naturally, but this also means their breeding must be continuously renewed through mating with the original parents, somewhat limiting the spread of this hybrid lineage. However, their unique combination of traits makes them highly valued in poultry farming. Their behavior reflects both parent species, typically showing the calmer nature of Muscovy ducks while still retaining some of the lively and curious characteristics of mallards. This charming mix makes the Mullard an intriguing subject in the world of animal hybrids. The Mullard, with its sturdy build and balanced temperament, is an example of how genetic interventions can result in animals that meet human needs while maintaining adaptability and economic value. Number 21. The Blood Parrot Cichlid. Lastly, we have the blood parrot cichlid. This captivating hybrid is a man-made creation, resulting from the crossbreeding of several cichlid species, including the Midas and the redhead cichlid. Known for their vibrant orange coloration and distinctive rounded mouths resembling those of a parrot, these fish have an impressive appearance that makes them popular in aquariums worldwide. Their unique beauty and curious behavior captivate both beginners and experienced aquarists. However, their peculiar mouth structure can make feeding difficult, and consequently, their health can be affected. The shape of their mouth, which resembles that of a parrot, is not ideal for the natural feeding habits of their parents, raising concerns about their well-being. This raises ethical questions about breeding methods and the care needed to ensure that these fish live healthily and comfortably. Many experts point out that, due to the modification of their structure, these hybrids struggle to feed properly, which can harm their long-term quality of life. Blood parrot cichlids have gained popularity in the aquarium trade, particularly in the United States, and continue to be a favorite choice among aquarists. However, their breeding is controversial, with many arguing that this practice can be seen as a form of animal cruelty. Still, these fish continue to intrigue aquarium enthusiasts, admired for their vibrant color and energetic behavior. If you're lucky enough to come across one, you'll surely be fascinated and eager to learn more about their unique traits, though you should also be aware of the ethical issues surrounding their creation. Number 20. The Sheep-Goat Chimera. You may remember the chimera, but the sheep-goat chimera represents a completely different biological concept. Chimeras are formed when cells from two distinct species merge into a single organism, rather than through traditional crossbreeding. In this case, the fusion of sheep and goat embryos results in an animal that incorporates two separate species within its body. The fascinating aspect of these creatures is that they are not mere hybrids, but living combinations of two animals with unique genetic codes, challenging the conventional idea of what it means to be a single species. Sheep-goat chimeras may exhibit a mix of wool and hair typical of goats throughout their bodies, making their appearance even more intriguing. Furthermore, their internal organs may also reflect characteristics of both parent species, resulting in an organism with multifaceted biology. In some cases, these chimeras may have different types of cells in different parts of their bodies, which makes them particularly interesting to scientists seeking to better understand the process of cellular development and the influence of genes on the organism. Studying these creatures provides valuable insights into genetics, cellular development, and the limits of animal biology. This type of research not only expands our understanding of how organisms form, but also opens doors for future applications in medicine, such as creating human organs in animals for transplantation. Additionally, these chimeras challenge the traditional concept of biological identity, making them a fascinating field for study and scientific experimentation. Believe it or not, studying these remarkable animals opens up new and exciting possibilities for research and experimentation, and may even lead to discoveries that shape the future of science. Number 19. The grizzly bear and black bear hybrid. Grizzly bears and black bears represent two distinct species with unique behaviors and habitats. However, there are rare occasions when these two species crossbreed, resulting in hybrids that can be compared to a remix in the animal kingdom. These hybrids arise when the territories of the bears overlap, leading to offspring that inherit traits from both parents. Territorial overlap can occur in areas where bear populations come closer due to climate changes or the fragmentation of their natural habitats, allowing these two large species to encounter each other. Generally, grizzly bear and black bear hybrids tend to be more aggressive than black bears, though they are typically smaller and less intimidating than grizzlies. The aggression may be an adaptation to the need to compete for resources in overlapping territories, where the pressure to survive is higher. Visually, they often combine traits from both species, having a more slender build than a grizzly, but a muscular frame superior to that of a black bear. The color of their fur can also vary, blending the brown tones typical of grizzlies with the darker hues of black bears, making them even harder to identify from a distance. These hybrids represent a fascinating interaction between two powerful species and are an example of how nature can produce new combinations in response to environmental changes. Researchers are eager to understand how these hybrids may behave differently in the wild and how they adapt to changing ecosystems. Additionally, this phenomenon may provide valuable insights into evolution and interspecies interaction, especially during times of changes in natural habitats and global climate conditions. Number 18. The Lygon hybrid. When hybrids crossbreed with each other, the results can be even more perplexing and unexpected. It may seem incredible, but lions and tigers, although rare, sometimes produce offspring known as Lygons and Tigons. These secondary hybrids typically display a mix of traits inherited from both parents. Lions may grow to impressive sizes, similar to ligers, while Tigons can have the smaller stature typically associated with tigers. It's almost as if nature has a shuffle button it loves to press repeatedly. This second-generation hybridization phenomenon opens new possibilities for genetic expression, and scientists are eager to study how these hybrids may behave or evolve in controlled environments. However, there are ethical concerns surrounding hybrid crossbreeding, as it can lead to health complications and genetic instability in the offspring. Number 16. The Jagan. Get ready to marvel at a remarkable hybrid known as the Jagan. This impressive creature is the result of crossbreeding a male jaguar with a female lioness. Typically, jaglions are born in captivity, as these big cats do not share the same natural habitat in the wild, being found only in controlled environments such as zoos or conservation centers. The result is a magnificent hybrid that displays the most striking characteristics of both parent species, almost resembling a character from an animated film. With the muscular build of a lion combined with the distinctive spotted coat of a jaguar, jaglions are powerful and agile, capable of performing impressive feats in terms of strength and speed. They possess the climbing skills of jaguars, a trait that makes them agile and avid hunters, along with the majestic presence typical of lions, which conveys power and grandeur. Their combination of strength and agility is fascinating, and these hybrids showcase the best of both worlds, blending superior predatory skills with the social behavior of lions. Despite their impressive appearance and extraordinary abilities, jagans remain extremely rare, predominantly existing in controlled environments where they can be carefully studied and protected. Their creation, while fascinating, raises questions about the ethics of hybridization and the necessary care to maintain such animals in captivity. Still, their stunning appearance makes jagans a fascinating subject for research, offering scientists a unique opportunity to explore the complexities of biology and animal behavior. Number 15. The Naruga. The Naruga is one of the most fascinating hybrids of the ocean, resulting from the union of a narwhal with a beluga whale. Both parent species inhabit the Arctic waters, and their overlapping distribution ranges have facilitated the natural occurrence of these hybrids. This geographic overlap occurs in cold, remote regions where the habitats of the two species intersect, creating opportunities for crossbreeding, although this event remains relatively rare. Some may view it as a wonder of nature, while others consider it a curious anomaly. Either way, Narugas remain a mystery in the marine world, sparking the interest of scientists and enthusiasts worldwide. These hybrids display a mix of physical characteristics from both species, generally resembling belugas in body shape but featuring traits of narwhals, such as an elongated and more pronounced head. Curiously, they rarely develop the iconic tusk of narwhals, a distinctive feature of the species. This factor has raised questions about the genetics and inheritance of specific traits between the parent species. Their vocalizations blend the unique calls of both parent species, adding an extra layer of mystery to their communication and making narugas even more intriguing to marine biologists studying these phenomena in the natural environment. Marine biologists are captivated by narugas because they offer insights into how different species, with varied behaviors and social structures, can crossbreed in nature, illustrating the wonders of nature and its hidden secrets. This phenomenon provides a window into a deeper understanding of marine life complexity and how animals interact with their evolving environments. The naruga, with its unique appearance and mysterious characteristics, remains one of the greatest enigmas of the underwater world. Number 14. The Peisel bear. Distinct from the growler bear, the Peisel bear is another hybrid resulting from the crossbreeding of a polar bear and a grizzly bear. While growler bears are often observed in captivity, Peisel bears have been spotted in their natural habitats due to the overlap of polar bear and grizzly bear territories, especially as climate change forces polar bears to migrate south. The overlap of territories between these two species, one adapted to the Arctic and the other to more temperate regions, has become increasingly common due to global warming and the melting of polar ice caps. These hybrids are fascinating, displaying both behavioral and physical traits from their parent species. Unlike polar bears, which are typically solitary, Peisel bears tend to exhibit more social behavior, similar to grizzlies. This behavioral shift may be an adaptation to coexist with other species in an altered environment where bears must compete more actively for food and space. Their fur is usually lighter, combining characteristics from both parent species, often with a mix of white and brown, reflecting the fusion of the typical colors of both bears. The emergence of Peisel bears has raised concerns among scientists, suggesting that climate change is causing species to converge in unexpected ways. This phenomenon could also have complex ecological implications, altering predator-prey dynamics and impacting other elements of the food chain. Changes in the behavior of these hybrids could affect the competitiveness and survival of other species in the same region. This phenomenon highlights the alarming pace of global warming and its profound impact on our environment, serving as a stark reminder of the challenges wildlife faces today and the urgent need for action to combat climate change. Number 12. The dew. In the mountains of Tibet and Nepal, this is a remarkable hybrid known as the dew, resulting from the crossbreeding of a yak and a domestic cow. This hybrid is celebrated for its impressive strength and is commonly used as a pack animal in challenging altitudes. Dews are larger and more robust than either of the parent species, making them especially suited for agricultural tasks in rugged environments. Their hybrid vigor gives them an advantage, increasing their resistance to harsh climatic conditions and diseases. An interesting fact about the dew is that female hybrids, called izos, are fertile, which is rare among many hybrids. This unique characteristic allows them to reproduce with other cows or yaks, ensuring the continuation of this hybrid lineage. The dew is a testament to the advantages of breeding in extreme environments. Number 11. The Savannah cat. The next hybrid is one that seems to belong in a fantasy movie, the Savannah cat. This captivating creature is a cross between the serval, a wild African cat, and a domestic cat. The Savannah cat combines the untamed essence of wild nature with the affectionate nature of domestic animals. Known for their impressive coat patterns and size, these cats often display loyalty similar to that of a dog to their owners. Savannah cats are highly energetic and intelligent, requiring more interaction and stimulation than the typical domestic cat. However, their wild ancestry can present challenges in care, making them a controversial choice for some pet owners. Despite potential difficulties, the exotic charm and playful behavior of Savannah cats have made them a favorite among exotic animal enthusiasts. They truly are a delight for those who appreciate unique animals and are passionate about owning pets. Number 10. The Kama. In the fascinating world of hybrid animals, the Kama stands out as a remarkable example of scientific exploration. This intriguing blend results from the union of a camel and a llama, created specifically through artificial insemination techniques. The goal of developing the Kama was to combine the impressive strength and endurance of camels with the more friendly temperament typically found in llamas. However, the result was surprising. The Kama turned out to be a smaller creature, possessing the size and strength of a camel, but without the characteristic hump. Instead, it displays a gentle temperament, similar to that of a llama. Commas are produced in very limited numbers, making them less recognized than many other hybrids, but they represent a fascinating example of genetic experimentation. Think about it. Commas could make adorable pets. Number 9. The bee. Originating from an agricultural experiment, the bee is a remarkable hybrid that combines the characteristics of the buffalo and the American bison. This creation may seem like something out of a science fiction story, but it is very real. The goal of developing the bee was to combine the beneficial traits of both animals into a resilient hybrid. These animals are particularly well suited to withstand extreme temperatures, whether in heat or cold. Their finer, denser fur allows them to thrive in colder climates much better than many of their relatives. The aim of the breeding was to produce an animal capable of generating high-quality beef. As a result, the hybrid has proven to be both productive and adaptable, making it an excellent choice for farming in challenging conditions. It is also important to note that, unlike many hybrids, females are usually fertile, while males are often sterile in most cases. Number 7. The mule. Now let's talk about a hybrid well known to many, the mule. This hybrid, resulting from the crossbreeding of a male donkey and a female horse, has been used for thousands of years due to its exceptional strength and endurance. Mules are often recognized for their resilience and power, making them ideal for carrying heavy loads across difficult terrains. They inherit a unique mix of traits from both parents, displaying the confidence of donkeys along with the physical strength of horses. However, like many hybrids, mules tend to be sterile. What continues to surprise scientists and breeders is the reliability of mule traits. They consistently outperform purebred animals in specific environments, proving their worth and establishing their reputation as a valuable asset in the agricultural sector. Number 6. The zonkey. When it comes to nature's peculiar creations, the zonkey truly stands out as a fun hybrid. This playful mix results from the crossbreeding of a zebra and a donkey. Zonkeys are characterized by the impressive zebra stripes that usually adorn their legs, while the rest of their bodies resemble those of a donkey. Occasionally, they try to bite each other, but I believe it's more for fun. These hybrids are quite rare due to the differing social behaviors of zebras and donkeys, which complicate their mating interactions. Not only do they exhibit distinct social habits, but their mating patterns also differ significantly, making their union uncommon. Zonkeys inherit the strength and endurance of donkeys, while also displaying the wild spirit of zebras. This combination results in animals that can be quite lively and challenging to train. Scientists are particularly interested in how zonkeys combine traits from two distinct species, creating a unique hybrid that exhibits a fascinating balance of characteristics. Number 5. The hen. One of the most surreal hybrids in the marine world is the hen, born from the union of a false killer whale and a bottlenose dolphin. Unlike the hybrids typically found on land, the hen resides in the ocean, adding to its intriguing nature. The name itself hints at the unusual appearance of this creature, and the reality is equally impressive. This hybrid emerged when both a whale and a dolphin were placed together in the same enclosure at a marine park. Hens display a combination of traits from both parent species, incorporating the intelligence and playful nature of dolphins, along with the size and speed of false killer whales. These remarkable creatures are often found living in captivity, where their behavior continues to surprise marine biologists. Their physical form is an interesting mix, with a size that falls between that of a typical dolphin and a whale. Researchers are diligently studying these rare animals to gain deeper insights into their complex genetic composition. Number 4. The leopon. As if the world of animal hybrids weren't fascinating enough, let's introduce the leopon, an extraordinary mix of two magnificent species. This hybrid results from the mating of a male lion and a female leopard, combining the graceful body and distinctive spots of a leopard with the muscular structure of a lion. Leopons exude both elegance and power, possessing the climbing skills of leopards along with the inherent strength of lions. This unusual combination has intrigued scientists for many years. Leopons are typically bred in captivity, and while their impressive appearance captivates observers, they often face various health challenges related to their hybrid lineage. Common issues include lower fertility rates and shorter lifespans, which are prevalent among these hybrids. It's fascinating to see how nature can produce such unique creatures, while also presenting the complexities that come with their mixed genetics. Number 3. The liger. I present to you the liger, an extraordinary hybrid resulting from the mating of a male lion and a female tiger. This unique creature represents one of nature's most impressive creations and is undoubtedly the most well-known hybrid. Ligers are enormous, often surpassing both of their parents in size. Their remarkable growth pattern sets them apart. Unlike lions and tigers, ligers continue to grow throughout their lives. This phenomenon is believed to occur due to the absence of growth-limiting genes typically found in the parent species. Male ligers can reach an impressive 3 to 3.5 meters in length, becoming larger than the biggest male lions and tigers, weighing over 400 kilograms. They hold the title of the largest cats in the world. However, their size is not the only fascinating aspect of ligers. They inherit traits from both lions and tigers, enjoying swimming like tigers, while also displaying the social behaviors of lions. Unfortunately, most ligers are sterile, meaning they cannot reproduce, making their existence even more hard. Number 2. The Tigon. If you thought ligers were the only hybrids between lions and tigers, think again. The Tigon is produced when a male tiger mates with a female lion. This hybrid is the counterpart to the impressive liger. However, unlike ligers, Tigons are usually smaller than their lion and tiger parents due to the presence of growth-inhibiting genes inherited from both sides. Despite their more compact size, Tigons have a fascinating mix of physical traits. They often display soft stripes, similar to those of a tiger, along with the beginnings of a mane like that of a lion. What makes Tigons even more intriguing is their rarity. These hybrids are rarely seen because lions and tigers do not naturally coexist in the wild. Their elusive nature adds mystery to their existence, and they remain a fascinating subject of study for those interested in the complexities of hybridization between these iconic big cats. Number 1. The Zor. This next hybrid is an exciting mix of two distinct species. The Zor, a unique combination of a zebra and a horse. While horses are generally docile and domesticated, zebras are renowned for their untamable spirit. This combination results in a unique animal that possesses characteristics of both parent species. Zors inherit the striking stripe patterns from their zebra mother, but their body shape is more similar to that of a horse. Interestingly, Zors may also display the active and independent temperament typical of zebras, which can make them more difficult to train compared to horses. Although Zors are sterile and cannot reproduce, they continue to impress researchers with their incredible endurance and strength in various tests of stamina. They often outperform their zebra and horse parents, showcasing the amazing potential of this fascinating hybrid. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed our content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and leave a like. Don't forget to check out other interesting content appearing on your screen right now, and I'll see you in the next video. See you next time.